Close. What's up, guys? Welcome back to THYGardner's Garage. It's Sunday morning. Good morning, obviously, right? We'll be working on the Drift C10 today. We're actually going to be taking the sucker apart, breaking it down. Not too far, but we're going to be doing a lot of upgrades before the next 2025 coming up season starts. We are going to be giving it angle. A lot of things. Always on the spot. I can't think of them. We have a Mustang 2 rack and pinion, hydraulic rack and pinion. The power steering pump on the LS motor is actually going out. Let me turn it a little bit right there. I actually have to rev it if I want it to turn and get the assistance from the motors, the pump. So definitely got to replace that. One of my clutch lines is actually split. I got it band-aided up right now, temporary. Man, I can't think of everything right now. Big keynote that we're doing is we're putting that fully forged 5.7 back in this truck. It has to be sent out to the machine shop. Obviously, it needs a little bit of work. I get the flywheel resurfaced and maybe new clutch pads for the clutch because this clutch owes me no money. I beat the dog crap out of it. What else? I know there's more stuff. Well, stick with us. We're going to start tearing the front end off of this truck. I'm going to be leaving the fenders on. So once we do the angle, I could see what's going to rub, what's not going to rub. So stick with us. We're going to start tearing this bad boy apart. All right. Radiator's coming out first. I had screwdrivers right here. Don't anymore, clearly. I'm going to have to move you guys. You're kind of in the way of the toolbox. My bad. Here we go. Start with the flathead. A little backstory on this radiator. It was actually, I bought it for my Turbo C10 that's on the side yard over there. It is a pre-runner radiator. It is a CBR, I believe, 4-core. Has dual 16-inch fans, Spall fans. Yeah. Keeps this truck pretty cool. Boy, this hose is on there, boys. It's coming. Here we go. There it is. I still need to separate the wires feeding the fan. Fan harness wires. Making a knife that taped up pretty good. Turn you guys so you can see me a little better. Sorry about that. Getting ready to take the radiator out. Need to split some electrical tape, access to the cables. Well, I taped them up pretty dang good. There we go. All right, 2 more. Done. All right, radiator is ready to come out. I think. Nope, it's not. I lied. 1 more. Overflow. Okay, now she should be ready. Let's see. Okay. Still got some antifreeze in it. I can feel it. Come on, sweetheart. Tilt back. Stay. Okay. To those of you that don't know, this is a 6.0 stock LS. I think it's the dished piston, so it's not the high output LS or 6.0, excuse me. But it actually sat on in my garage on the side for like 2 years. And I was in a pinch and just threw some heads on it and obviously cleaned it up a little bit. And it, once again, owes me nothing also. Starting to get a little lifter tick, definitely when I get high up in the RPMs, but it's coming out. And then I'm going to refresh it and just have it on standby, I guess. We'll see. I might have other plans for it. We got plans always brewing in my head. All right, next step. Get this grill off. Get access to all that. Zip ties, baby. Truck held together by zip ties and duct tape. Self-tappers. Drift truck, baby. Don't matter at that point. Right? As long as she drifts good, looks halfway decent, I'm fine with it. All right, what else we got holding us up? Telling you. Zip ties and self-tappers, guys. Come on, baby. We're getting closer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Hold on. Watch out, bub. You're going to get the damn dog in the way. One more. Come on now. There she is. Oh. Zip ties, self-tappers, baby. Hey, they held in. Over sideways at 40, 50, whatever. 100. Okay. Now, get these little light bezels out. Little actual nuts on top right there to keep it in. Boom. Eyeballed it. All these screws. I'll need them again. I'll need them. Getting these light bezels out of the way. Trying to get access to the light. Disconnect those. Oh, something's falling out. I'm telling you. Truck's held together. Hopes and dreams. Here she is. Right. One bezel out of the way. Watch out, bud. You want to go out there? Here, look. Run free. Run free. Okay. Other bezel. Focus. Once I get access to all this, like I said, I'm going to leave the fenders on. I'm going to leave the motor in and the power steering pump right there so I'm going to have to heavily modify my steering column. Might even have to get a new one. Hopefully not. I might be able to shorten it because I need it to actually dive down and go in between the frame and the motor because let me see here, this Mustang 2 rack and pinion is what I'm going to be installing. So as you guys can see right here, the frame is about right here and right here. So my steering column's going to have to come dive in and meet right on that spline. So it's going to be some definitely guessing and trial and error, whatever you want to call it. I'll get it, though. It don't scare me. Not one bit. Maybe a little bit. Nah, plenty of people done it that I'm sure I could do a little research. And I got a buddy who actually runs a custom C10 shop. They do a lot of show trucks. And they run a lot of those Mustang 2 rack and pinions on these C10s. When they drop, the trucks real low, body drops, all that good stuff. So If I'm just going to be running the truck at this height, definitely going to be able to get that working. Enough talking. All right, second light bezel is out. Now let's get these headlights disconnected and out. There's one. Watch out, bud. You need to go inside. Go inside. Keep getting in my way. Excuse me. Number two. Coming up. Phillips. I'll probably be upgrading these headlights. Probably won't be putting these style back in. I know they offer a lot better headlight system out there, so yeah. That one probably will not be going back in, but excuse me, we'll keep it. Ah, dang it. Knock the radiator over. Definitely not a good spot. Pay attention, bud. Good thing it was on the fan side, not the fin side. All right, next one. Spring action, and she comes right out. All right, watch the radiator. Freaking klutz, I tell you what. All right, now I'm going to move on to this hood latch and get this hood cable out of the way. I'm going to need some needle nose. Excuse me, and a flathead probably. See if I can work this cable down. It's pretty tough in there. I almost had it. There we go. Getting closer. It's like a system of layers. You got to work it to get it out. I can see it. There it is. Bigger screwdriver, a little bit of leverage. Pop it right out. Boom. Now that I'm going to string back up in this fender so it'll hang out right about right there for now. Might not even put it back on. I don't know. I still have the hood to this truck, so we'll see. I kind of like running it without a hood. My preference. And a lot less heat soak in the motor, right? Get that freaking heat out of there. Getting closer to getting this sucker out. I got to nip a few wires, zip ties. Definitely don't nip any wires down there. Fan harness. Actually going to be upgrading the whole harness on this truck too. Going with Holley. Probably doing the Holley Terminator system. All right, now it is off A core support. Antifreeze. Okay, gotta get this little shroud, whatever you want to call it, off. I think it's the right size. Yes, it is. There she is. Oh. See if I can put these back in their spot. I don't lose them. Right, and back in the fender. Boom. Oh, you know what? I probably need them out to get this all out of my way. Honestly, pull that back out. Almost just screwed myself. Don't do it, buddy. Okay, next step, I believe, start unbolting this old girl. Where is... I'm lost. There we go. One more. Look at that. Now she's only the 2 body bolts. Well, to the chassis, excuse me. What's up, guys? How's everything going out there? Books Brothers, Brendan Hayes. Where are you guys from? We're in California right now. Taking this old girl apart, getting some access to the motor. Oh, that one was extremely easy. Hopefully I can say that about this side. Oh, yeah. Nice and easy. All right. I need to fish out all these wires through the core support before it come out. Come off, whatever you want to call it. All these headlight wires, marker light wires, important stuff. Come on, sweetheart. Work with me. There we go. Hang out right there for a little bit. Oh, dang it. There's one more spot I got to fish it through. Almost. Come on. There it is. I can actually, right now, to stay out of my way, I'm going to get snagged. Anything like that. Ooh, I think she's about ready to come out, guys. All right, let me get an area a little bit prepped for it to go. Okay. There she is. Awkward position. There we go. Rah, rah. Come out, hang out right here for a little bit, bud. Okay. All right. These are all the mounts to the frame. These things have definitely seen better days. Look at that, guys. You see how rusted that is? That bolt is actually skinny right there in the middle. I'll definitely be replacing that. Nothing. Taking the truck apart, giving it angle, pulling out the motor, putting a way better motor in it, getting a lot of access right here, and actually doing a Mustang 2 hydraulic rack and pinion. So all the steering components, stock steering components, are getting out of there. Upgrades. Big upgrades. Okay. Yep, that's all right. You know what? I'd rather do the work myself than pay somebody to do it. Right? I got enough money to pay for the things and not pay for somebody to do the work. So that's my logic. Okay. Next step, clean up all this working area where I'm going to be at. Set myself up for success, right? Definitely not setting myself up for failure. And we're going to be replacing the whole engine harness on this truck also. It's a stock standalone harness. It's engine management by HV Tuners. I'm going to be ripping it out, saving it, and going with Holley Terminator. So it's kind of a self-learning kit, harness, whatever you want to call it. So it has safety parameters, safety measures, where I can't get this truck too hot, the new motor, and overheat it, things like that. It'll add temp, if I could speak, it will add timing, fuel, take away timing, or add timing if it needs it. The new system, so that's why I'll be running it. Yep. So it's going to be quite a extensive build series, but you know what? Let's get to it. There's a lot of other things. I want to tub the firewall right there. I'm going to get a little half fender, a whole fender, cut it in half and notch it in there, tub it, so I can get more clearance when my tires are completely sideways. Moving my battery tray. It's down low right there. I'm moving it, putting it up here. A lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of things. But once I do it, the truck will be dang near how I want it for a long time. You know what I mean? Every time I take it out, I notice things that I want to do to it and never have gotten around to doing it. So here we are. Now is the time. So now, next step, since I have access, I believe I'm going to be start taking all the steering components out. The whole rack and pinion is coming out right now. Stop talking about it and do it. So from with everything being said, you guys might want to hit that subscribe button if you want to see this truck get big time upgraded. Look forward to it in the future being in action, right? Excuse me. So, hit that subscribe button. All right, let me get some crescent wrenches. It's probably going to leak all over me, but that's all right. 5/8, I bet it's bigger than that. Where's the 11/16? There we go. Money, baby. So I'm probably going to have to get new power steering lines made, maybe just one of them, because the other one's just a return, and I can actually nip the hose and still use this return right here. But the actual high-pressure power steering line, I believe I haven't had it made at a Manteca Ag, Power and Ag. I might be able to go back there and have them remake it. If not, I'll find somewhere else. You know what I mean? So let me get a rag so we don't start making a mess, because it's going to make a mess. Power steering. Fluid will be everywhere. All right, got one line off. Going for the high pressure line now. That seems to be a size bigger. 3/4 maybe. Let's see. No? Huh. Metric? $17? Close. No cigar. 18? Oh, yeah. Careful now. Garter broke loose. These tools out of my way. The more difficult thing I think right now is going to be getting the back of that power steering line off, because where I'm going to want to dive down in behind it, this fuel line's in the way, or high pressure line's in the way. I'm going to prop it up there and try to get it off the back right here. Ooh, that sucker's in there, boys. Snake this in. You know what? I might just hold off on that because this rack and pinion bar is right in the way, and that's going to be coming out. So I think I might just dive into getting this rack and pinion off. We'll put that on the back burner. Oh. This line leaking is definitely not going to be put on the back burner. That sucker is leaking, boys. Just use gravity and prop it up, huh? Get it out of our way while stopping the leaking. Okay. Next step, I'm going to get this stock power steering box off. Next step. What's up? Stop in and read some comments real quick. Oh, yeah, a lot of work. Expensive. 2 people on there. 6 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. We're getting to it. Okay. About 4 bolts down here we need to take off and disconnect it from the steering shaft. Let's see what size that is. Five eighths. Let's see. Good eyeball. Good eye, Captain. Get my ratchet. Get my power ratchet ready. Break them free with this one. Oh, wow, they're pretty loose. Who knows? The steering gearbox could even burned out. Like I said earlier, something either the power steering pump or the box was starting to go out because every time I was really wanting to crank it hard and just turn the truck while not going forward and on the throttle, I'd have to give it throttle for it to turn or it would feel like it had no power steering. So in my mind, something was going out. Kind of forced me into putting that rack and pinion on. Had it for like, shit, I don't even want to tell you guys, like 2 years in my garage and never got around to it. Here we go. We're doing it. Big culprit to me not getting around to it is I didn't have a real good welder. So was not, like I said, going to pay somebody to do it. Bought myself a welder. Well, I didn't buy myself a welder. I got my wife and my in-laws to buy me a welder for my birthday. And there we go. We got a good welder. So now we have no excuses to put all this stuff together. Axel! Before I unbolt it all the way, I need to unbolt it from the power steering shaft itself. Looks like that's a smaller size. 1/2 inch maybe? No. Let's try. I doubt it is. Yeah, didn't think so. 12? It's like 12 points, guys. So let me use the right tool for the job. 1/2 inch. Ha. Got it. 7/16. What am I doing? Extension, socket, ratchet. Oh, you sucker. It's going to want to turn on me. I just got to break it free. Oh, there it goes. Okay, should come free once I get it all the way loosened up. Last bolt. Looks like it. The sucker didn't crashing down on me. Come on, sweetheart. Yep, she dropped a little bit. Okay. The pit nard's still connected. That's all right. I'm just going to get it all come off in one freaking piece. If that's the case, it's all right, boys. We will get it. She's coming off today. This motor also leaks a little bit, probably around the bottom of the oil pan gasket that needs to be upgraded. New. Okay. Tie rods. Let's disconnect it right there. Tie rod ends. Way too big. I already know. Why am I even trying? 1/2 inch. That's exactly what it was. All right, taking the whole steering off right now, guys, just to keep you in the loop. Gonna be upgrading it with the whole hydraulic rack and pinion, the Mustang 2. So we're disconnecting the tie rod ends right now to get all the rack and pinion stock off. Now you know. Come on, baby. Bolts have so much crud on them, doesn't want to accept the socket. There we go. We got the ratchet on there. Oh. Of course, my dumb ass is going the wrong way. Hey. Come on, sweetheart. That was difficult. Got it. Okay. Both sides are loosened way up. Also, I didn't talk about it yet in this live segment. Once I get everything all put back on and everything dialed in, I'll be cutting the horns off the front of this frame, capping it, and building a little bash bar out of tube steel. So a lot better for what we are doing. Whew, I'm getting hot. Getting hot. Dope stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. How cold is it, or whatever you want to call it? What's the temperature where you guys are at? It was just 40 degrees last I checked about 20 minutes ago out here. So it's cold. We are in Central California is where we're at. All right. We are going to continue with getting this rack and pinion off. I think I know what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. We need to take the whole tie rod off and spin it out, I think. Yep. Okay, let's do that real quick. That's how I'm going to get my tie rod ends, because I'm going to keep... Well, they do make some QA1 tie rod ends that I might upgrade to, but we'll probably run these stock ones for now, but we'll see. We shall see. Just came and looked in the toolbox for nothing. Didn't even get a game plan. Bullshitting myself. Tie rod ends. That's what I was going to do. A little bigger, buddy. 15/16. Money, money, money. Chicken dinner right there. And I think I will need some pliers. Channies. Oh yeah, let's get some drips of oil down here. Whoa. Man, I think the cotter pin might have left the chat on this one, boys. Oh yeah, no cotter pin on the tie rod end. Sketch. Good thing we're going through everything. Oops. Okay. Now I got a pickle fork somewhere around this joint. There we go. Pickle fork. There she is. Just like that, gentlemen. Ooh. Boy, when I unbolt that, the tires just want to, for the weight of the body, it's just up on rollers. That's why, guys. Because I'm going to have to put the jack stands under it and just hold up the weight of the truck a little bit. Keep these tires straight. We'll do that in a little bit. Okay. Man, it's still... I might have to do that right now. Might not be able to put that off because it is just wanting to force itself to come in. See that, guys? I'm not sure if you can see it, but right when I let go, whew, when I do it fast, it's easy. Boy, look at that. Imagine getting an angle like that, guys. Can you see that? Let me see if I can bring you in with not being too bumpy, jerky like. Drop you down a little. Obviously, this hose is in the way, but man, look at that. That'd be sweet to be able to get an angle like that. I don't know. That's asking for a lot. Boy, that's a dope freaking photo if we could. All right. Let me jack this truck up a little bit. I'm going to scoot you guys back just a smidge. Still try to keep you guys in the mix. Get you in there a little better, right? Boom. I'm going to jack the truck up because the weight of the whole truck is on the wheels still, and it's forcing it to turn. Well, even if I freaking jack it up, it's still going to do that. Oh, man, we can get a lot of angle if it goes this way. The only thing it would hit was the top of the A-arm, and it's just a rubber, not a rim or actual wheel hitting it. Okay, get some jack stands. We'll just do it for shits and giggles, right? One right there. Put one over here. Okay. Not sure if it's going to do too much, but, you know, we'll see. Okay. Man, it's going to be a nice day today, guys. The sun's coming out. We could definitely ratchet strap it straight once we are building what we need to build. You know what I mean? So there's that. All right, let's work on this other side. Get the other tie rod off. Out of our way. This cotter pin is still in, so I guess 1 out of 2 is not great, but 50%. Come on, sweetheart. I just work them back and forth until they snap because I got a whole little kit of them, so it does not bother me too much breaking them. Okay, let's get this bolt off. We are taking the other tie rod off of the spindle right now. 4 people in there. 4 people live watching. Appreciate it, guys. All right. It's pickle fork time. Love me a good pickle fork. Don't know about you. There she is. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Alrighty. Excuse me. Gents. Put some tools away real quick so we're not too discombobulated with everything in the way. Yeah, that tire's trying to, now it's cattywampus bowed in on itself. Yeah, I think I need some new tie rods. It's all right. Now is the time for upgrades, boys and girls. Boy, she's not wanting to go on. Definitely not wanting to strip it, so we'll just leave it like that for a minute. Okay, next step, there's a bracket right here holding the whole racket pinion straight on this side. Looks like that might be a 1/2 inch. Let's see. It says that we got a 1/2 inch out already. And we do. Nope, size bigger. Okay. 9/16 it is. And there's no 9/16 right there. What do we do? Where's it at? 5/8. These are metric. Let me see. Put these suckers back where they go. What's up? I want to hear from you guys. What oh, I like the jacket. Ha, thanks. Appreciate it, Dad. What if you do, what C10s do you guys got? This is a 1984 short bed, single cab. I believe it was a Scottsdale. What do you got out there? And she's spinning. Of course. Of course. Nine sixteenths. Motherfucker. Sorry, excuse the language. Not want to cooperate. There she is. I think. One bolt. One more. Wow. Oh. Like, man, I just got all of a sudden broke real easily. Wrench came off. All right. This bolt is about smoked. Come on, sweetheart. There it is. Boom. Put that nut back on there. You never know. I need that bolt. Okay. It's dang near free. Except for the steering. Right there. Man, I got that bolt really loosened up, but you know, I might have to spin it back around, pull the nut all the way out, and open it up a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to spin back a little. Oops, it's gonna start leaking on me a bunch. That's all right. Okay, I got access to the bolt now. Let me get it all the way off, guys. I believe it was a 12. They got it. No. 3/8. They got it off. It's now 7/16. Well, I'm just saying numbers. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them. There it is. Watch my fingers. Nothing just slams around. I feel like I've had this bolt out before. I bet you I have. Get my handy dandy screwdriver. Spread this sucker apart. You know what? I think I need two and opposite of each other. I can hold on to it. Come on, sweetheart. Okay, I'll pull on it pretty damn hard. See if that opened it up enough. Yes, it sure did. Look at that. Boom. Stock rack and pinion is out of here. Never going back on. Looks goofy all towed in like that. Like I said, I'll get some ratchet straps to hold them straight when I'm trying to build my new rack and pinion kit. But boom, there is the first step to me installing the Mustang 2 rack and pinion, getting the old shit out. I need the tie rod ends off of there and the tie rod clamps. I might not be able to use the clamps, but you know what? We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this little part. Oh, look at it right there. 72 and 66. C10. Awesome. I'm getting hot. I need to shed this jacket. I tell you what. Clip this microphone right there so we can keep her going. Whew. Look at that. Nice day out, guys. Nice day. We are committed now, boys. Tell you what. No going back. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be leaving the motor in while I get the Mustang 2 rack and pinion all installed and adjusted, because I have to dive down with the power steering with the steering column. That little spot right there, it's about this big, little triangle about like that I got to freaking get that thing to dive down into. But, you know, I think I got it. I'll probably use a Heim joint and go and then angle down in. I've seen people do it. Or those, I can't even think of it. Kind of like a U-joint type deal, where that D bar goes into the U-joint and then it spins on itself, and then it'll coupler onto the splines of the power steering. So there's ways to do it. Definitely, I've seen ways. So let me get this tie rod end out and we'll keep it moving. Actually going to start pulling that power steering that's frick, I can't even speak right now. Steering column out. Definitely needs to be adjusted. Shortened. Definitely gonna have to buy some parts. That fitting I was talking to you guys about, that joint, universal joint for the steering column. Holy moly. 9 threads. Almost there. I think we're almost there. Shit. 27 feet long. There it is. Holy moly. Doing that shot. Yeah. So you can see right here, this thing's been cut, ground down. I don't know if it was by me or the person before. We'll definitely be buying some new tie rod ends. I'm not sure if this diameter is the correct diameter to the new Mustang 2 rack and pinion, so I might have to buy a new coupler also. We'll see. Trial and error, baby. Trial and error. We're going to get it, though. I'll tell you that. Okay. One more. I got to spin one more off. Oh, this sucker's going to be a long one because it's all the way down on the end. Oh, well, I need it. I feel like that was the easier way. Instead of disconnecting that pitman arm and everything, just take it all the way off the frame. Get it all the way out of there, right? Come on, baby. Spinning, spinning. Almost. There it is. All right, it's the castle nut for the other one. Right here. Boom, and that stuff right there is garbage, ladies and gentlemen. Next step, like I said, I'll probably be starting to take apart the steering column because it definitely needs to be shortened. Yep, because it's gonna have to dive down. Let me get you in there. How about that? Right here. Can you guys see? Oh yeah, I'm sure you can. So as it comes out right here, it was on the outside of the frame, right? Well, I need it to be on the inside of the frame, and it needs to dive down right there behind where you fill the power steering fluid. So I'm thinking maybe if I come up here and shorten it up here and then start that angle going over back up that way, it will be over, and then do a Heim joint, or I definitely have to have a Heim joint, and then that sheesh, I always can't think of it, that U joint type deal that I was telling you about, that U joint type deal about right here, because then it could dive down and stab into the power steering. So obviously it's going to be a lot of guessing and trial and error, like I said, but we are going to get it. Nice. So that's one of the reasons why the motor's not coming out right now. It actually needs to be in there for template. That's what we call it, right? Probably be replacing this power steering pump too, because like I said earlier, it was wanting me to rev it up in order for it to work. So I don't know if that was the box, the pump, or the power steering pump. My thoughts is it's the power steering pump. So might as well start out with a fresh one, right?